Hi, it's Dr. Kim Duramo from drkimd.com, physician, speaker, best-selling author, and founder of the American Institute for Mind-Body Medicine. Well, Happy New Year! It's officially 2015, and I am sending you guys a very special mind-body prescription that's one of the most powerful tools I've ever used. I learned this many years ago from a spiritual teacher of mine at a workshop, and it literally changed the course of my life. It was where I first conceived of my mission to evolve healthcare on the planet, to be part of eradicating chronic illness for good. And it was a vision that was so far beyond anything I could have imagined at the time. And because of this one exercise, this tool that she had me do, that changed all that. It opened me to a whole new reality of what I'm really here to do. And the results have been incredible. So I'm going to share this tool with you. And what it is, as we start 2015, it's the beginning of the year. You can use this now because it's a really powerful time for us at the beginning of a year to take advantage of that opportunity, that window of what your mind does, right? Our mind is segmented into these fragments of time. So 2014 has a certain compartment in your brain, and 2015 has a whole different compartment. Just like if you're about to turn 40 years old, 50 years old, it has a certain meaning already established in your brain. You can use that to your advantage. So at the beginning of the year is a great time to do this exercise. And what you're going to do is you're going to imagine that it's the end of the year. So we've just completed 2015, and we're going to create a whole new template for what happened during that year in 2015. See, your mind communicates in imagery. So you can set all the intentions in the world, but if you can't feel them, they don't get set into your template, set into your system in the same way, in a really powerfully embedded way. So when you think about it, our memories are very important parts of what set our expectation, what set our mindset, what set our perspective for the way that we feel and the way that we behave in every moment. Our memories change what's happening in our brain and in our body. So I'm going to have you use this to your advantage because your mind does not know the difference between the real and the imagined. And so you can use this to your advantage. We're going to implant some memories. And these are future memories, okay? So we're going to implant some future memories, not the typical way that you think about memories. They're usually things that were in the past and things that either happened or they didn't happen because this is how I remember it. Well, what brain science has shown us now, and we've learned more about the brain in the last 5 years than in the entire history of humanity combined. What brain science now shows us is that memory can be changed. What you remember happening isn't necessarily what happens, but what you remember happens is certainly going to impact you in every moment, whether you're thinking about it or it's subconscious memories. So I'm going to teach you how to implant a future memory that's going to serve you powerfully in 2015. Now, what more perfect place to do this than from a sailboat in the middle of the Caribbean? I am so inspired because I'm here with some amazing friends and my beautiful, loving husband. Some things that to me in the past were just a dream, right? How am I going to be living a life? I don't have a sailboat and I don't have friends like that. And I certainly didn't have a husband like the man who's in my life right now. Well, all of this was done through these kinds of creative processes. And the one I'm going to show you today is very, very powerful. So I'm given so much gratitude for the people in my life, for the beautiful places that I get to visit and spend my time, and for all of the wonderful things that are upcoming this year and in the next decades of my life. What I'm going to have you do in this MindBody prescription is you're going to write a letter to yourself from your future self. So I want you to imagine yourself at the end of 2015. So a year from now, and the year has passed. What has transpired? Now you're going to imagine that at this point, you and I do another interview and it's a follow-up. And you tell me, Dr. Kim, I took your advice. And this was one of the most extraordinary years that I've ever had. It blew the roof off what I could have ever imagined was possible for my life. I got all my dreams and then some, and my life is fulfilling beyond measure. Thank you so much. And I'm so glad that I took advantage of that. Now, what would have had to happen for you to say all of that a year from now? For you to be that emphatic and that excited, what would have had to happen in the year 2015? And then write it down. You're going to write this letter from your future self to your today self. See, you know all the things that you need to hear, the encouragement, the love, the support. What do you really need to hear in order to empower you to keep believing in your dreams, to live your best, most inspired life, to really go for it in your life, and to make the choices that will create that for you? Maybe there are people you need to thank. Maybe there are people you need to apologize to. But you're going to write this letter to yourself, and you're going to say, I am so happy and grateful now that, and then just fill in the blank. Now that I have an amazing relationship with maybe the most important people in my life. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have work that I care about and I love, and it's gone so well this year. It's been amazing. Maybe you can even fill in some of the specific details about that. I'm so happy and grateful to have the freedom to do all of the things that I really want to do. And I'm so happy and grateful that I get up every day and I live a life that I really love. I feel wonderful in my body. My body feels great. I feel excited about the things that I'm involved in. And every day, I'm more and more inspired to be alive. I want you to write that letter. Fill in the details with the specifics and add in the special nuances that you know you need to hear. So your future self might tell you, hang in there, Kim. You're doing great. I believe in you. I know it's hard, but believe me, it's going to be so worth it when you get here. Or your future self might say, hey, get over some of those hangups, or go and get some coaching, or take that support. Don't be too proud to let other people in and see things in a new way. You know what you need to hear, and you know what it's going to be that's going to make you that excited about your 2015. So implant that future memory, write this letter from your future self, and send your comments, because I can't wait to hear what this goes, how this goes for you, and what this experience is like. Sending you all of my love for an incredible 2015, and share this message with other people. If you're not subscribed on my list, subscribe to drkimd.com. We are creating an amazing year.